He gives a heads up, Nancy.
Oh. Good evening and welcome to the Village of Ravena, March 17th, 2026 board meeting. Could we all please rise for the pledge? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to need someone to please make a motion to accept the minutes since I was absent.
I'll make the motion.
Yes. Second?
Yes. Second.
Yes. And I abstained because I wasn't here. Okay, first thing is our building department report for February 2026, and our building department liaison is going to handle that.
Okay, building department report for February. I'll highlight some activities here. Building Inspector Burns is working with incoming building inspector Woolham in reviewing permit applications and conducting some pre-permit site inspections, which are a requirement. Before a permit is issued, we're supposed to go out and do what we call a pre-permit site inspection before we approve the permit. So they've been working on that. Zoning Officer Warren has been working with various locations around the village, doing his responsibilities when it comes to code enforcement and zoning enforcement. Mr. Woolham continues to take the basic training classes, and he's passing the classes and doing well. The Planning Zoning Board met with the owners of 9 Main Street who have filed a change of occupancy application for use variance. And the Planning Zoning Board visited the site back on Saturday, and a public hearing is scheduled for at the zoning board of March 23rd at 6:30 p.m. And that's been posted on our usual advertisements, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. So do I read these monthly totals right here?
Just the big ones like that, yeah.
Okay, they, in the month of February, 4 permits were issued, building permits, for a total of $491.25 for building permit fees. And the estimated construction cost for those 4 permits was $226,464.72 for the jobs for which those permits were issued. Anything else? Looks good. Any questions about the building department report?
I assume things will be picking up as the weather gets better.
Traditionally, as the weather gets better, people like to start building decks and doing those types of activities for which permits are required. So yeah, things usually pick up during the nicer weather.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Under our old business, believe it or not, we still have a water restriction, even through the flood rings that we received last night. Remember, this is not due to lack of water. It is because we have a large water plant project that's still underway, and at times they are not functioning at full capacity. So please just, even in your homes, don't let water run unnecessarily, and limit any other water usage that you can. Water and sewer bills have gone out. They are due by April 7th with no late fees. After that, you will see a second amount on your bill, which will show you a 5% interest fee that would be due from April 7th to May 7th, correct?
Yes.
Caitlin, can you update us on the 250th celebration?
Yeah, we had a meeting the first week of March, and we had members from Queens Fire Company, Queens Hollow, and Ravena Fire Company come. And they're all putting their boots to the ground to get a parade up and going for the 250th celebration. So that's underway. We're also going to be looking for community members that want to participate in that parade as well. Also, we opened up applications for vendors, and I think we already have about 20. But unlike when we have the festival in Mosier Park, we do have a restriction on how many vendors we can hold down at Queens Landing. So that's going to actually probably fill up rather quickly. So we're looking for about maybe 10 food vendors and about 40 to 45 craft vendors. So
Are those applications available online?
yes, yep.
At where?
We have to. Well, I have to post it on the. I emailed out everybody who had been a vendor last year, gave them first dibs, and so then I would post that on the celebrations, the Village of Ravena celebrations page for the remainder. But planning's going well. It's going to be, I think it's going to be really cool to have a historical flair too. We're going to have reenactors. We have a fife and drum company that's going to be a part of the parade. So, yeah, the little patriotic
I
sense
think
to
you're
it.
going to
is
have a
gonna
couple surprises too.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, no, that you know about that maybe we shouldn't actually say Linda Bruno had worked on it.
Oh, that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll
Yep.
be a couple nice surprises. When is your next meeting?
Next meeting is April 8th.
April 8th? If anyone's interested, can they attend?
Right now, we're kind of just having major stakeholders that are
Okay.
attending.
So April 8th, what
I mean,
time?
if people want to come and listen to the planning, that's, I mean, I don't see a problem with that, but, you know, sometimes when you get too many chiefs, it can be an issue. That's at 5:30 at the Historical Society on the backside of this building.
All right, so it's moving ahead.
Yep.
And we have secured the DJ for the block party. Really, we'll finish out those, logistics as it gets a little bit nicer. We need to talk about where we want to actually station it, either down in the parking lot or up, depending on if the pavilion's done, of course.
Yeah, I think that really is.
That would be the
contingent on-
highlight.
Yeah, that'd be nice to really incorporate that.
And I think that's Lee's intention, is to try and get it done by then, if weather cooperates.
That'd be nice.
Our park liaison, Linda, tell us about pool applications, please.
Well, believe it or not, we are now looking at summer, and we're looking at the opening of the Mosier Park pool, and we will need lifeguards. And so if you want to do that, and we encourage you to come and pick up an application at the village office and submit it to the village clerk's office. I'm not positive if Jasmine has that available online or not, but I'm not sure either, but as soon as I know if it's online, I will let everybody else know. But you can pick up the application right now at the village office.
And if need be, I would assume, Chris, that someone could call and maybe one could be mailed if they're at college or
Emails,
something.
Yeah, we email them, mail them, whatever they need.
Good. Great.
Okay, so that's good news. We're underway for that. Chris, village elections.
Okay. Village elections are tomorrow from noon until 9 p.m. All voting will be done here at 15 Mountain Road. We don't have districts, so everyone comes here. I can accept absentee ballots until 9 p.m. tomorrow. However, it's too late to actually get an application for one. The deadline for that was today. So everybody come out and vote tomorrow from noon until 9 p.m.
Great. And even though there are not multiple candidates, it's still very, very important to vote. Not only, is it your privilege, but it's your duty, and it's really an honor to come out and vote. So please do so. All the candidates need support. Now, the annual VFW AmVets Post 9594 Easter egg hunt is being held this year. It is the 75th annual. I can't believe it. It's older than me. It
I didn't say anything either.
it really is older than me.
It is.
Saturday, April 4th. Registration is from 10 a.m. to 10:45. This is over at the VFW post on Whitbeck Street. The hunt starts at 11, rain or shine. If it rains, you will go to the RCS High School gym, and it will go on there. This is for ages infant through 12 years. They also have a sensory egg hunt area, which will be available for those up to 18, which is a great idea. There'll be activities for children, weather permitting, raffles, giveaways. It's a free event. It is an absolute fabulous time. If any of you have not attended, give it a try. And for those who have attended, come back again. It's definitely worth it. And we thank the VFW for volunteering their time to do this for 75 years.
Especially the auxiliary. They do a great job.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
And the auxiliary. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to pay the audited bills for abstract 10-2-26, for vouchers 10-22 through 10-59 in the amount of $189,978.77. Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
Yes.
I'm going to skip over to the transfers.
Okay.
Clerk-Treasurer Sue King has given us a few budget transfers for the 25-26 adopted budget. She would like to increase line item A2705.1, donation, for $8,100. And then increase line item A7110.22, Parks Pavilion. I'm assuming for the same amount, $8,100.
Would probably,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And then she's asking to transfer $100 from A5110.43, street maintenance, stone and gravel, to A5110.45, street maintenance, light and power. Transfer $120 from A5110.43, street maintenance, stone gravel, to A5110.49, street maintenance, unclassified. Transfer $20,000 from A8140.11, storm sewer hourly employees, to A9189.8, employee benefits, vacation holidays. And lastly, then, in the water fund, transfer $160 from F1950.4, taxes and assessments, to F1989.4, auditor payroll.
Do you move to accept that?
A second, please.
I'll second.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
seconded? Sandy?
yeah, Sandy.
Yes.
Flip before.
We have a third resolution for 2026, and I'm going to defer to Linda to read this, only so I don't start coughing.
No problem. Resolution 3-2026, supporting increased aid to municipalities and strengthening the New York State local partnership. Whereas Governor Kathy Hochul released her 30-day amendments to the executive budget, which includes an additional $100 million in temporary municipal assistance, which TMA, to be allocated to in the same manner as in the past 2 years, and whereas These additional investments reflect a recognition that New York's strength begins in its cities, villages, and towns, and that a strong state-local partnership is essential to delivering the services, infrastructure, public safety, and quality of life that residents expect and deserve. And whereas local governments across New York continue to face mounting fiscal pressures driven by inflation, increased service demands, infrastructure needs, and rising operational costs, while striving to provide relief to taxpayers amid a rising cost of living. And whereas NICOM Executive Director Barbara Van Epps, along with mayors from across the state, testified at the local government joint budget hearing in Albany, advocating for increased unrestricted aid and a strengthened state-local partnership. And whereas the additional $100 million in TMA will offer meaningful assistance to many municipalities statewide, helping to address fiscal challenges and maintain essential services for residents. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Village of Ravena applauds Governor Hochul for recognizing the importance of investing in local governments and for reaffirming her commitment to strengthening New York cities and villages. And be it further resolved that the Village of Ravena urges the New York State Legislature to include at a minimum this additional $100 million in temporary municipal assistance in the adopted state budget. And be it further resolved that the Village of Ravena calls upon the governor and the state legislature to develop a more permanent and predictable solution for unrestricted municipal aid and to ensure long-term fiscal stability for New York's local governments. And be it further resolved that copies of this resolution be transmitted to the governor, the temporary president of the Senate, the Speaker of the Assembly, and the members of the state legislature representing the Village of Ravena. Can I have I make a motion to accept this resolution?
I'll second that.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a good resolution.
Thank you. I did neglect to mention in the beginning of the meeting that we have our new audio-video equipment installed, and hopefully everyone at home has perfect audio quality on cable and on YouTube. Hopefully this has improved our televising. Giant thank you, please, from the board to Johnny Vasto for taking his Sunday afternoon to come in and install it and advise us on what we needed to purchase. Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
I don't think he heard us. He's got. Oh no, he heard us.
He better heard us.
Or
Did you hear us? We said thank you. Big thank you.
I would like to make a motion, this is something we've discussed, that, wow, this has been in existence since I started working here in 1984. But I would like to make a motion that we amend our holiday listings to combine Washington and Lincoln's birthday into President's Day, just like every other entity in the state has done. The village has always has always observed Washington's and Lincoln's separately. But effective in our 2027 calendar year, I make a motion that we combine the two and we are only observing President's Day. May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Yes.
Sorry, Chris.
And for the record, Deputy Clerk-Treasurer is an A. Our budget is in the process of being proposed for our budget year starting in June. So we will be having a public hearing for the budget on April 14th, 6 p.m., right here at Village Hall. for anyone who would like to attend. The next village board meeting will be April 7th at 6 p.m. here. And you already mentioned the planning and zoning meeting.
Yes, that was in the building department report.
And last thing for me is, I'm not sure if Mayor Bill mentioned this at the last meeting or not, but each year, New York State Audit and Control evaluates municipalities' finances. And again, for, I'm not sure how many years in a row, several, New York State Audit and Control has given the Village of Ravena a 0 designation. Now, I know you may think 0 is bad and 100 is good, but in this case, 0 is the absolute best designation you can get. So, thank you to all who helped make the Village of Ravena finances float well and make us financially stable.
Susie.
Linda, what you got going on?
Except for getting those lifeguards in our pool, I think that's it for now. I think we're getting closer and closer to when I'll be busy again. But yeah, I think that's it for now.
Sandy, do you have anything special?
Yeah, just want to remind everyone that the New York State burn ban is in effect.
That's right.
Yes.
It's went into effect on March 16th, and it goes through May 14th. So I'm not gonna, the burn ban is available online to read all the specifics about what it entails. So I'm not gonna waste any, or not waste, but talk about it right now because it's detailed information. But I'm just gonna ask people to familiarize yourselves with the burn ban and respect the burn ban, because speaking from many years of experience, I know what it's like to fight a grass fire, brush fire, and they're nothing to take lightly, and they could be just as dangerous and just as physically taxing on the firefighters as any other type of fire. So please respect the burn ban and familiarize yourself with what the specifics of what the burn ban entails. That's all I ask.
Do you have any advice, though, for people after the burn ban goes off who may have backyard bonfires or?
Well, the Village of Ravena has its own local laws about open burning, but you can still have like your barbecue to cook hamburgers and hot dogs on, or like a little fire pit to have a little bit of a fire around. The burn ban mostly concerns piles of brush and leaves and stuff on the ground, but you can still have a small, like a little barbecue fire in your backyard that's contained and being watched at all times. Like I was saying, the burn ban, you can read online, mostly deals with, leaves, twigs,
Open
branches,
fires.
and that are piled up on the ground. That's what usually can get out of hand and start a brush fire.
So can I just burn my Christmas tree one branch at a time?
I know our village code, like Sandy said, it's got to be in a contained, approved container, and it has to be monitored at all times. And I believe you have to have access to water available too. So you can't start a bonfire, go in the house, and come back out an hour later. So even after the burn ban is off, please, please, please be conscious of surrounding buildings and other flammable materials. Caitlin, anything?
No, because I made the agenda this week, so what I had to say is on the agenda.
Chris, do you have anything? Did we miss anything?
No, I don't think so. I think you did a good job.
We're good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, before I make a motion to adjourn, please remember to vote tomorrow. And Bill and Johnny, we got our first response. We all sound good.
Yay.
So the microphones are doing their job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Yes.
Yes.